It's the 2007 Ultimate Adventure. And the name of the game is Big. Big state, big tires, big Jeeps, and big fun in the mud, dirt, and rocks. The trip is 8 days long with wheeling in 5 different Texas locations. These drivers will travel over 1,000 miles from East Texas to West Texas. And here's the kicker: no trailers allowed. That's right, road days means no AC in the scorching Texas sun. And if you break on the trail, you'd better be wrenching all night for the next road day. Oh yeah, there's also 4 nights of camping thrown in just for fun. This is the Ultimate Adventure. The journey began in Longview, Texas, at a drive shaft shop just off Interstate 20.
Everybody ready? Yeah! Welcome to Ultimate Adventure 2007. You know me, I'm Rick Payway. Our magazine is 4-Wheel and Off-Road. We're in Texas, it's a big state. We have a lot of stuff to do in the next 7 or 8 days. A lot of miles to travel and a lot of venues to cover. First rule, no whining, right? Everybody know that? We're here to have fun. Everybody helps everybody else. Somebody does something stupid and they're stuck, don't whine about it. Help them. That's what the whole trip is about. Any questions? Want to go wheeling? Yeah. Okay, not until you check in. So let's go. Okay. We wake up in the morning, go get your rigs gassed, get fed, and be at the driver's meeting at 7:30. Okay, welcome to the first driver's meeting of Ultimate Adventure. Yes, we are running a little late, mainly because my vehicle with my famous builder, co-driver, navigator, jack of all trades isn't here because he's probably asleep because they all got back here around 4 or 5 in the morning. So, welcome to my world. It's going to be a little hot today. It might even rain. Once we're out there, we'll have another driver's meeting while we're airing down. Any other questions? Everybody ready then?
Yeah. You all ready to go?
Woohoo! 14.
Good times.
All right, Ultimate Adventures, everybody load up. Everybody load up, get the vehicle started.
Ultimate Adventure really starts weeks ahead of time, but it all accumulates up until, you know, the night before when everything really has to happen, because we got to start today.
First trail day of Ultimate Adventure. I think we're in Texas.
We worked on the rear locker till about 4 in the morning and cannot get it to actuate. The good news is it does have a front locker and it does have 4-wheel drive. So while he's going to be struggling a little bit more without a rear locker, I think it'll be all right.
We finished up, I don't know, 4-ish, and that's been the theme of the week.
Sam and Keith and Clifton, all 3 of them are just dead on their feet, poor guys.
We're at Barnwell Mountain, and we're going to be wheeling out here for the day. Cecil, as you know, is going to be our trail leader. Cecil, tell us about the park, who's doing what, and what we're going to do.
We're going to start out on a couple little easy trails, and then we'll gradually get you up to some slick, muddy climbs, so be prepared. And we will finish up on one that's called D Woody, and it will be lots of fun.
Okay guys, first trail Twister, I'm starting to hit it.
This is Twister. It's rated a 3, got a lot of washouts and just more or less gullies. Not really extreme, but it's a kind of windy little trail, goes around. You definitely can take an oil pan out because of the ledge. As long as you got a protector under it, you're in good shape.
That's the way to start Ultimate Adventure.
Jake Munoz from Gardnerville, Nevada. My co-driver is Glenn Layton. We've been 4-wheeling for 10 years together. I've been watching the Ultimate Adventure videos since they came about.
Figured I'd lay it over.
I really thought about the Ultimate Adventure this past year. You know, if I could do it now, I'm not going to be able to do it forever. So I figured, well, what do I got to lose? I applied, I think the last day I was eligible to, and in March or February I got an email back from Rick and said I'd made it down to the top 10 and the Jeep wasn't even running. So at that point, Glenn and I kicked it into high gear to make it happen. So we completely rebuilt the Jeep in 2 months.
Okay, go ahead, power in. I think that's time to say thank you to our sponsor, Warren.
Yay, Warren, yay!
That was good. I got a little nap in. The rig started up, so we're onward and upward. We're excited as could be to be here and hope we do well.
Right. Back on the trail.
My name's John Lambert. I'm from Northfield, Vermont. This is my father, Gary. He lives in Leesburg, Virginia.
When that front tire gets to feel it touch the ground, bump it on out.
I read about the Ultimate Adventure when it first started, wanted to go. Started building this rig 3 years ago, I guess. Entered and got picked right away, and here we are today. Started out as a 98 Tracker. Now it's a 93 Sidekick. Got a 4.3 Chevy, Toyota transfer case, Toyota axles. Everything's different. It's all made. Never been to Texas before. It's hot. It'll be good. I'm excited.
The significance of that first obstacle is our first obstacle of the event. And you always have that anticipation, and people are feeling each other out, who's who. And even though that's a pretty easy obstacle, it still is significant because of that. And people are getting their jitters out and that kind of thing. And the road time is what I was concerned about, and we were aces on that. So we're here.
Don't go anywhere. We've got more thrilling action from the 2007 Ultimate Adventure when we return. Welcome back to Superlift's Off-Road Adventures. Let's get back to the Lone Star State, where the 2007 Ultimate Adventure is getting underway.
My name is Clay Parrish. I'm from Northport, Alabama. This is my co-pilot, Eric Jones. He's from Calera, Alabama. It started out as a 91 4Runner. It's got a 3.4-liter motor swap. I have a newer model Tacoma. It's got dual transfer cases. It got a little bit off the right line. It's got a solid front axle, full EXO cage. Rolled it back down, back and forth, just to get some good pictures, and then we went back of it. So good times. That's good. I like that. I was working on my garage one night, and either welding or grinding something, a spark got somewhere in my house, and it caught my house on fire. And my garage burned down around the truck. And so now it's been named the Dragon Wagon. It's hard to tell now. Everything from the motor back has been rebuilt. It's come a long way. New paint job, new cage, new tires, Warren, Goodrich, everybody. We're here, we're gonna try to have fun, put on a good show.
Hi, my name's Kane Riccardi. This is my wife, Denise Riccardi. We are from Sykesville, Maryland. We are returning readers this year. It's just great to be back. This is my 1981 Jeep Scrambler. It's a small block Chevrolet, automatic, 8274, Warren winch on the front, Warren bumpers. We're expecting good things this year. It was a little off camber, put the truck on the side a little bit, and then just backed right up. It was nice. We had a good time.
A lot of good direction. It was fun.
A little moist, a little slick, and didn't even slip a tire. Just crawled right up through there.
This is the easy stuff. We're going to the hard stuff next. You're going to love it.
We're going to take you over to a ledge called Weenie Whirl. Got about 3 different grooves for it. Try it.
Okay, everybody, we're ready to assault the hill. Make sure that the guy in front of you is long gone before you attempt it.
It's an awesome trail right here. It's rated a 4 to 5 trail. It's got a lot of washout. You can see undercut. The rain makes it slick. You can't get no traction. Just gas it to get up there.
good trail though. We like it.
It's wet, it's slick, it's tall, it's steep. At the top, your choice is left, center, or right. The easiest is going to be the left. It's up to you. Okay, you are the next one, friend. Let's go for it, Clifton.
There's been a big build-up to this hill being a weenie hill, and I don't know if the build-up is because there's hot dogs at the top or because it's really difficult. But we'll know ourselves here in a couple minutes. So we had a lot of anticipation for some fun, and I think we just found it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is D. Woody. He's going to take us through. Let's get her done.
A lot of wheelbase, a lot of horsepower, lots of guts. What'll happen is you'll get up here and you'll think you're doing really good. And you'll just slide out from under you. You can see where they just been digging on it. Steering's leaking. Okay, so we're at the top of D-Woody, and unfortunately I didn't make it darn close. But the power steering's starting to leak a bit. Rear locker, unfortunately, isn't locking. And the worst part is I broke my shifter.
I wanted to try and do it without winching it like everybody else, and the tires work, and of course the vehicle works well too, but what a great time.
I guess if you go by the name of Tom, you don't really drive right, you just drive. Good job, Tom.
The Ultimate Adventure is on the roll, and you're not going to believe where we end up next, so stay tuned. Welcome back to our coverage from the 2007 Ultimate Adventure. From where else but Texas?
Ready for day 3. I think yesterday was all in all a success. We broke a few minor things, nothing a little bit of welding couldn't take care of. We're ready to roll.
Good morning, guys. Everybody here? Good morning. We're going to be going to General Sam's Wilderness Off-Road Park. Travel speed will be 55 to 65 miles an hour. Keep steady speed, keep it together. Today, we drive from Longview, Texas to Huntsville, Texas. Huntsville is the home of General Sam Houston, which is the main man in Texas. We also go to General Sam's Wilderness Off-Road Park. And it's a mud park. It is the home of Texas mudding.
Ultimate Adventure fellas on the radio. Yep. Well, I just want to say I enjoy the hell out of y'all's magazine and y'all have a good time. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. time going through town. It's a very nice little town. We're going to wiggle a bit through it. A lot of left, a lot of right. So keep together a little snappy. We will be stopping one more time before camp for gas, beer, and ice.
Last stop for fuel, beer, and groceries. We're going to be out in the wilds in the backcountry of Texas for 2 full days of camping. No access to ice.
There is no ice in this store anywhere.
No access to food.
For lunch for tomorrow and breakfast.
Just a lot of four-wheeling. This park that we're going to is so far back that it doesn't make sense to leave it. We're staying there. Nobody in, nobody out. It's a lot like it's like prison.
Rick, what's the policy on gunfire here?
So, does anybody have any good ideas on what we're going to do to Boyd? I mean, something serious like picking him up and sticking him in the woods or shaving his head or...
Oh, while he's sleeping.
Yeah.
You'd think we could put up a tent if we can build an entire vehicle. And I'm breaking a sweat, man. I hope that's not considered whining. Okay. Hot. Very, very hot.
All right, we're camping.
Woohoo! Howdy! Here we are at Sam's Camp tonight. Mudfest, I guess, begins tomorrow. We're just all setting up camp. Had a nice road trip today.
We got a lot of holes. We got holes that are 4 foot deep, and if you move over 6 inches, they're 6 foot deep.
Wow. That's why we have Warren as a sponsor. Yep. We will be using those winches out here.
Not so fast. We've still got more rip-roaring action from the Ultimate Adventure Texas Tour when we return. Welcome back to Superlitz Off-Road Adventures. It's time to get down and dirty in the state of Texas.
We are at General Sam's Wilderness Off-Road Park, and this is Denny Powell and his lovely wife, Linda. Let's give them a hand.
Well, first of all, we'd like to just welcome all of you. We're glad you're here. We have 700 acres here. There's 45 miles of trails. Some are good, some are bad, some are horrible. Some you won't even want to go near. When we go through a water hole, I know where the deep ones are and where they're not. And so if we tell you to stay left, we mean left. We're glad to have you.
All right.
Okay.
Hubs are working, bearings are good. We're going to get stuck tomorrow. Because in Nevada, we don't play with mud.
We heard there's a little bit of mud around.
Well, today is a mud day. I've never had this thing in the mud. They've also had like record rains and flooding and everything else, so I'm gonna guess the water level is a little bit higher than normal. I've got a little aluminum shield on it to help deflect some of the direct mud intake, but we'll see. Strategy right now is to just kind of hang towards the back. Hopefully there'll be other victims before myself. Passenger front, Trent. What? I figured everybody's having a little trouble. It's going to carry a little bit of momentum. Popped it up and I guess just shock loaded that hub and shattered the hub on one side. So I guess what we're going to do, we've got spares, so I'm going to back down and swap the hub and try it again. Well, this is one perfectly good hub. Unfortunately, in this case, I broke something inside. I'm thinking right now it may be an inner shaft. I do have a spare. We're gonna head back to the campground where I've got a drop cloth and some other stuff. So we'll get her fixed up, catch back up with the group.
Well, here we are on the second trail day. We're at the mud capital of Texas, it looks like. We're gonna play on some soft sandish hills and then we're gonna go tear it up in the mud.
Dane, I sucked some water.
Yeah, I sucked some water. My intake's over on the passenger side low, so it looks like it's right in the water. So we have to get a winch point and get out.
When we went through that last big mud hole, the fan got pulled into the radiator because of the water.
First time in over 15 years of wheeling, we've been towed off the trail. So, a lot of firsts today.
Our radiator, front, rear, ached on, red line on the water heater, said done deal.
My co-driver Glenn is holding the rag over the intake. We got through, but we tagged about 5 rows on the radiator. So we cut the sections away that got damaged, got some radiator stop leak, poured that in there, topped it off, and so far so good.
Well, Texas holds no punches when it comes to hardcore four-wheeling. We've got the conclusion to the 2007 Ultimate Adventure next week, so be sure to check it out.